Since the beginning of time, change has been with man. Change has been directly linked to the success of our human survival. Because of man's extraordinary ability to adapt and even thrive in ever-changing times, man has earned his rank at the top of the food chain. Now, if we look through history, when man was unwilling to change, we see that he was faced with disastrous consequences for his unwillingness to change. For example, during the time of Noah, when man was not willing to change his wicked ways, God sent the great flood. But before the flood came, there was warning, because warning always comes before destruction. Noah told the people it was going to rain and it was going to flood to get on the ark, but the people listened not. See, the people didn't want to listen because they didn't want to change their wicked ways. And the wickedness upon the earth grew to a point that was unacceptable to the Almighty God. And so, the Almighty hatched a divine plan to destroy the wickedness upon the earth. So he used Noah as his primary tool to execute his divine plan. He commanded Noah to build the ark and gave Noah the exact measurements to use in building the ark. He told him how many animals to put on the ark, and Noah followed his master's orders and was rewarded. And for 40 days and 40 nights it rained, and every creature that inhabited dry land was destroyed, and only Noah and those on the ark survived. Now, this destruction of the old world brought upon an existence of a new world. When this world came about, God had brought the 10 Commandments through Moses and laid down his laws. But because man's inability to live God's word perfectly, change was needed again. So God so loved the world that he sent his only begotten Son so that he could change the world. So how did Jesus change the world? Well, first, he lived the 10 Commandments perfectly. As well as through his unconditional love for mankind, even those who persecuted him, he loved them all. Why did Jesus love those who persecuted him? Because he wanted those very same people to change their ways and love him, to see that their persecution of him was wrong. Jesus wanted to bring his enemies out of the darkness and into the light, where he could establish the ultimate companionship with him, such as he did with Saul. Now, Saul was a vicious persecutor of many Christians for the Roman Empire. So one day, Saul was on a journey to Damascus about noon. Suddenly, there shone from heaven was a great light round about Saul. And Saul fell unto the ground and heard a voice saying unto him, Saul, Saul, why persecutest thou me? Now, at that very moment, when Jesus appeared to Saul, a great change had taken place in Saul's heart. And even Saul's name was changed to Paul. And so Paul became one of Jesus' most devout followers. I use these biblical stories as reference to bear witness for the necessity of change. Change that begins with us as individuals. Because in order to change our communities, we must first change ourselves. Each and every one of us must look at the man or woman in the mirror and ask some very important questions to ourselves, such as, Who am I? What is God's purpose for me? How do I become a better friend to myself and to others? Now, these are just a few questions we should ask ourselves as we embark on this great journey of change. If we stand together as a people, if we have the faith of a mustard seed, we can change our town's state of poverty and bring prosperity back to our town. We can significantly reduce the crime rate in our town. We can provide better public education for the children in our town. We can fix the roads in our town, bring more jobs and small businesses in our town. I believe we can change our town. And yes, it is time for a change in our town. And I say we can do it together in that same great tradition as the forefathers of America set out to form democracy. In the same great tradition as those who fought for freedom and marched for freedom, I say that Dr. King had a dream, and that dream was change. Change from oppression and the former ways of doing things into a new dawn of liberation and freedom for all. I say that the struggle is not over. There are many things that still need to be changed and battles that need to be fought in the cause of life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. All around us, we are experiencing change. America has, for the first time ever, made a black man president of the United States, Mr. Barack Obama. We now see that the Arabs in the Middle East has risen up against their oppressive dictators, demanding change in a revolutionary movement named the Arab Spring. We now see Americans and people all over the world rising up against Wall Street in a movement named Occupy Wall Street. And these people are rebelling against the unjust financial practices of Wall Street and how corporate greed is destroying people's lives all over America. People have lost their jobs because of Wall Street. People have lost their homes because of Wall Street. And now the American people are speaking loud and clear to Wall Street, saying, we will not stand for these injustices against the common man. We will not bear the burdens of Wall Street while the rich get richer and the poor get poorer. Now we are going to march and protest. We are going to exercise the power of the people to bring more power to the people. I know that the advancement of change comes with the cost of blood, sweat, and tears. But I urge the people that we should stand for something, or surely we will fall for anything. There is an old saying that insanity is doing the same thing over and expecting different results. This is letting us know that we must be insane if we do the same things over and expect different results. So I say again that we must change or we are insane. It would be insane of us as a people to keep letting poverty run rampant in our communities. We must be insane if we let crime get out of control in our communities. I say that the people of this town of Helena and West Helena are not without power. And I'm saying that in order for us to exercise this power, we must change. We must unite, because together we stand and divided we fall. I say that the reason the town is failing is because the town is divided. In the city council meetings, I only see them talking, but I don't see no real change in our town. I see a lot of arguing and a whole lot of nothing getting done, but I don't see no change. Our roads needs fixed. People in our communities need jobs. We need better hospitals. You might die on a helicopter flight to Memphis to get adequate treatment for your conditions. And I feel like I would be less than a man if I didn't speak up against these injustices facing our town. I would not idly sit by while me and the citizens in our town suffer because of improper management of our town. And I ask that all citizens of the town who feel that they have been affected by these injustices stand with me in the cause of change for a better Helena and West Helena, because we deserve it. The people of this town deserve better than what they've been giving us. I say that if you stand with me, united in the cause of justice, that the people will prevail. We as a town lose a lot of talented people to the streets. Now, it may be true that some people are going to do crime no matter what, but I also believe that poverty often pushes good people to do things that they wouldn't normally do if the opportunity was there. So seeing how crime and poverty are so closely related, we must first have a war on poverty, and that will have a dramatic effect on reducing crime in our communities. Local government must offer a better solution to the problems that face its citizens, because that is the reason we elected local officials, to solve our problems and make the town a more wholesome place to live. Now, of course, local government can't solve all our problems, but I firmly believe that local government should make things better when they can, every time they can. I believe that our local government should rise to a new level of efficiency when dealing with the problems that plague our community. And I believe that people, every single one of us, is a part of our local government, and that we should all get more involved in making things in our town work to better us all. Yes, we can. We can, together, as one. It is not an easy task, yet it is an achievable task. If we have the faith of a mustard seed and believe in change and work for change, then surely change will come. Jesus did not miraculous deeds in his own town because the people believed in him not. We must first pray to the Son and the Father for change, and have faith that the Son and the Father will bring forth change. There is nothing more powerful on this earth than prayer. And I end, may God bless us all. Good day.